It's your girl Lisette Elena, and you're rocking with the Gunther Show.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to the Gunther Show. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to like and share this video. I greatly appreciate it. On today, we are so honored. She is no stranger to us, big sis. Without any further ado, the Gunther Show welcomes back Lisette. What's going on with you? I don't do this to every guest, but give me love.
Oh yes, of course.
There you go. Every guest don't get that.
Always good. Always a good little hug out. You know.
How you been?
I've been good. I've been busy, but I've been good. How are you?
Not too bad. Yeah, I could pick up on how busy you getting, especially this time of year with the OEAs coming up. What is, like, how many years have you been working with them at this point?
Wow. I think, so 2 + 4 is 6. So 6 years, probably going on 7. This might be my 7th year, if I'm not mistaken.
With that 7-year period that you've been working with them, you have took home numerous awards. You've worked with a lot of people. You know, this time of year, I know it gets a little crazy. How are you able to stay level-headed?
Really just being focused and trying to understand what the journey is, like where I'm going. Trying to make sure I'm able to enlighten everybody, like, hey, this is what the motion is and this is the movie we're trying to make. So I need y'all to come along. Like, just being focused really, and trying to make sure I stay engaged with everybody and being able to, you know, just try to have conversations about what they feel they need to see at the Ohio Entertainment Awards.
I want to say it was last year you guys did something for all the local nominees here in Youngstown that got nominated. And I want to say it was right here.
Yeah, so shout out to Level 8 Studios and DJ Chip Banks and Ken Octopod. But we basically did a recognition for all of the nominees that were nominated last year. There was 36 of them. And we went ahead and set up some like kind of media rooms, if you think about it, I guess I could say. Everybody ate and everybody took pictures and had a good time, but it was really just honoring and being able to, everybody, for them to say what they were nominated for and, you know, what they're here for and what they do. So it was kind of like a networking event. And it worked because a lot of people made connections after that. So it was really dope.
The older I get, the more I realize connections are everything.
Yeah.
The more I'm starting to see, and I feel like I've always known that, but you know, when I first, in a sense, got started in this, you know, type of media space, I feel like I was a young pup.
Yeah.
Now, 11 years in, it's like, dang, that time goes by so quick.
Yeah, and then you're able to connect the dots. You know what I'm saying? Now you're able to put people together. So, you know, it's full circle.
And I feel like something else too that is somewhat of a full circle moment. We officially met, I want to say it was 7 years ago this month in October when I was still working on Rookery.
Oh yeah, I broke my ankle.
You did. I remember. I was like, I hope she's still gonna be able to do the interview because I mean, obviously the humanity side is like, is she okay?
Yeah.
But then the business side is like, well, can she still come to the studio?
I had my crutches. Fleet Dub carried me up the stairs. Shout to Fleet. But yeah, we was there. I was there. Oh my gosh, I remember that.
Yeah, 2017. That was my last, one of my last months on the radio at that time.
On campus.
Because I was getting ready to graduate, and I was so, kind of concerned about what was going to happen next. But to see what came out of that, though, and somebody that's always been in my corner is definitely you. So I appreciate you.
Of course.
More than you'll ever know.
You deserve it. And when work sees work, it's like, like we kind of grew up in this thing together, if you think about it,
That does go by so fast, though. 7 years, you've been a part of the OEAs, and, when it comes to hosting, everybody can have their opinion on who the best is. But, Jay-Z said it best. Jay-Z said it like this. People lie, but names and numbers don't.
Hey, they don't. Listen, I walked for them to run.
This is true.
Okay? Just know.
I mean, you did what you did. There's no other way to put it.
I set the pace and the lane for everybody to be able to do their thing. So shout out to all the MCs in the city because,
I mean, I'm a fan of everybody. I'm a fan of those that host. I'm a fan of those that rock the mic. But, the last time I checked, there can only be one queen. And, I got to go ahead and call a spade. I have to call a spade to see what you've been able to do in the little bit of time that you've been doing it. You've hosted events literally all across the country, but somehow it always ties back into the OEAs.
It do. And it's evolved. Next year will be year 10 that I'm in the hosting entertainment nightlife. A decade I've been doing this.
Goes by quick.
So for me, it's just like to see the evolution and the things that I had to go through and be able to overcome some of the the masses that really run that industry. It was difficult, you know. And then even with OEAs, like the OEAs gave me a platform to be able to show not only my city, but to show the state what I was a part of and what I could do. And I could be fun and I could be professional, but I could be an MC too. I could say your name right. I can announce things that are whatever it is. And I just feel like OEA's that platform, I was really able to show my colors. Like,
with everything good, there does come a little bit of bad though. And sometimes certain people feel like you handpick everybody that gets nominated and you handpick those that win. How are you able to dispel all of that?
Honestly, calling a spade a spade. Yes, my word matters. I got the voice of the yo for a reason. So yes, my word matters. Am I the deciding factor? No, because at the end of the day, people are able to vote their own person in, their own talent in. So those numbers do get accounted for. So I could easily say Chris Gunther is the best interviewer in the state of Ohio, and John Doe in Cincinnati can get 10 more votes than you, and they would win that because they got 10 more votes for you. I could vouch for you all day, but numbers don't lie when you're telling people to support you and to vote for you. That's what matters. You feel what I'm saying? So 100%. Yes, my word, like they're going to ask me, who's this? Who's that? Where are they from? How long? They're going to ask me all those questions, and I'm going to do my best due diligence to be able to give them the correct information and point them in the right direction so they can see them for themselves. But I am not the deciding factor. The people are.
I was literally about to hit on that, the deciding factor. What do you feel is the deciding factor whenever somebody can take home some hardware?
Honestly, I feel like for that is just truth in numbers. Your support team supports you. Whether they voted 50 times, whether they voted twice, they support you and you have people who got your back. So I feel like with taking an award home allows you to feel that recognition that's deserved to you, but also understand the support that you have behind you that you need to keep up with. You just don't get an award and chill. You better come back home and go 10 times harder because now all eyes on you. And that hardware means something whether you think it or not.
You have been the talk of the town for so long. You have the voice of the yo. Everyone sees what you do. With that, you have given back in the sense of when this time of year rolls around, I believe it was the last few years, you had the, I represent my city tour. If I put on for my city. Put on for the city. Got you. When you see those artists come together, trying to put on for their city, that has to make you feel proud in some type of way.
Oh my gosh, yeah. And then when it goes right. When it goes the right way, where it's just a smooth transition, people are able to network and exchange social media and exchange phone numbers and, meet different videographers and photographers and producers and managers. It's important for me to everybody be in that room. Network has always been a thing for me, and I always felt like you should have your Instagram. If you can have it on your forehead, it should be there. Your Instagram is your resume. I don't care what nobody says. Like, at the end of the day, they're looking to see what numbers and what you are able to do. Show them, if you can show them. I remember one time I went to a Cavs game, and I was sitting in the club seats. And I got my nails done. I had just found out I was pregnant. I got my nails done in the gender reveal stuff. And my girl, Bamba Chiffon, put a chip in my nail. So that way, anybody that I was able to see or anybody that I was able to connect with that was important, I was able to put my nail on the camera and it would pop up my social media. Like, that's how innovative you have to be. I don't think people knew I did that. I was in Cleveland in the club seats for the Cavaliers, messing it up because I was able to connect without even saying anything. Like, oh, bro, here's my Instagram. Boom. It pops up. How you do that? Like, well, my nail got my chip in it and anything you want to know about me is in my nail. So... like these are things I'm talking about where if you don't come to one of my shows and know that about me, you may not be able to get that type of information. What I'm saying is it's just like a broad horizon of how being able to network besides just being in the room and meeting people.
As the nomination process is slowly coming to an end, what type of message would you like to send to those that are running? And then once those people get nominated, what other advice would you like to send them?
I want you to know that your support is important. I want you to know that you should prove yourself. Content is everything. And if you can see it, you can believe it. And for me, when people are voting for you, they really believe in you, and get them to believe in you. Show them to believe in you. I think with the voting process, a lot of people go for different things at the same time. I truly feel, and this is for future reference, but I truly feel that a person, if they want to be able to win something and be recognized for something that they do and love, go for one thing. Go for Best Artist of the Year. Go for Inspirational Artist of the Year. Go for Coming Up in the Year. Like, go for one thing, because when you spread yourself out, you spread your votes out.
Yeah, you do.
You feel me? So if I was, if constantly people are coming to one thing to vote for you, I would stick to that, only because there's plenty of years to come where you can go for different things. I got Host of the Year. I was going for Promoter of the Year. I went for Model of the Year. I went for Entrepreneur. Like, these are different things you can be able to obtain in years to come, because the OEAs ain't going nowhere. So that would be one of my, pieces of advice. And then also, if you get nominated, take advantage of everything you can. If you see podcasts, if you see interview people, if you see things that you can take advantage of photos and videos, make it known that you that person, like, you got picked, like, your city supported you, like, have everybody back you, because then that can cause for your win on the stage, and that's going to be more rewardful than anything. Because when you get on that stage, nothing else exists. It's like, dang, like, everybody, they know who I am now. Plug yourself. Plug yourself.
I think one of the best parts about our relationship, and I hope that people can take something away from this, is you have two people that are in the same city at the same time, at the top of their game, some of the best at their craft, but they know how to collaborate.
Yeah.
They know how to come together. They know how to show love and have there be no bad blood and no type of beef. Is that something that you wish that we could kind of get back to?
Of course. I think it's coming back slowly but surely. A recent situation happened with two female artists, and they left it on that stage. You know what I'm saying? Like, it didn't get worse than where it was on social media. They were able to see each other in person and show respect by putting it into their music and their performance, and made up after. And for me, that's what it's about. Like, it's about being able to say, I know what dots need to be connected, and I know what I need to do to get to work with other people. And honestly, just putting your pride aside for 2 seconds, or ego, or whatever you feel, for 2 seconds, the connection, if they're connected, the connection is way more important than what we talk about. I really hope and wish that togetherness continues in the city, especially in this industry, because we need each other. If your hometown don't rock with you, who's gonna rock with you? And even if, as much as you put on for your hometown, like, and some people have their thing where they're like, oh, my town don't really mess with me. Like, it's okay. There's plenty of other fans in other towns that you can get. You know what I'm saying? Like, but appreciate those who do rock with you, who are here. It might be twos and fews, but they still support you,
In the last few years, I've seen that happen with me a lot. Even with everything that I've done, I've had a lot of support, and then there's been times when I haven't. But it doesn't stop. It makes you want to keep going. And I feel like at this point in my career, I've earned a lot of people's respect.
Oh, yeah.
Can you say the same thing about yourself?
Yeah, I think so. Before, I used to think I had to prove myself. And my man, shout out to Emil, he had to really put it in my heart to be like, you've done it already. You've done what everybody else wants to do. It's up to you whether or not you want to back somebody else to do it. I don't have to continue to prove myself anymore. I feel like I've made that name for the past 9 years. I feel like I'm able to show, like, you can't deny you can't deny my presence. And that's why I like to do the shows that I do, especially with the recent I put on for my city, because it really showed that even for a showcase, 200 people came out for that, in and out. Like, it was nothing. And for me, that's number talk. That's a flex. You know what I'm saying? Like, people can't, you know what I mean? So for me, it's just like, I'm undoubtedly, I feel like, not that I'm untouchable. I just feel like I'm that. Like, and I can help you if you want the help, genuinely, not just to stack the ladder and try to crap on me later. Try not to cuss.
Because I know how the real estate speaks off camera. And there's another milestone that you have recently been a part of. 200 plus episodes for Can't Knock the Pod.
Yeah, shout out to Can't Knock the Pod.
That's amazing, man. I know how hard it is to get one. So the fact that y'all got over 200, man, that's a blessing.
Honestly, I am so grateful for Art and his determination and really putting this together. Like, he is Can't Knock the Pod. He's able to pull us all together. We're able to have fun too, because we were friends before the pod.
Absolutely.
All of us, everybody on there. So, honestly, being over 200 episodes, I'll be honest, when I joined in episode 7, I didn't think I would be here this far. I thought it was going to be for a moment. And here I am 192 episodes later. You know what I'm saying? Like, that speaks volumes. It speaks friendship, and it speaks consistency. because not a lot of people get to 200. You might get to 10, then people might be like, forget it, you know. And now with art and then the whole squad, shout out to the squad, but we're elevating now YouTube and videos and trying to get the views up because we're really funny and we really work really well together to try to do that show. And it's an outlet for us too. Like not only like we get together and we laugh and we talk and then we're able to talk about real life things, like, and we're able to get a little gritty too. So it's like a little confrontational, but it's so worth it, and I can't wait. I hope we go another 200. I'm with it if they're with it.
I love it. Well, coming to the end now, always thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
As the OEA season is here, what message would you like to send to your supporters? Because you've got several awards, and your name is always going to be attached to it. So what message would you like to send to your supporters?
I just want to thank everyone who's always believed in me, who's always pushed me, who's always given me the reason to keep going before and after baby. Things have been challenging, and everybody knows I'm very unorthodox, but I'm an executor. So I feel like just continue to support me because bigger things are on the way. Bigger levels, like it don't stop here. Yes, I'm planning to go behind the scenes and to work with other people because it's not about me no more. It's about getting others to be able to put them on, and that's what I'm about. So if I can do that going into 2025, that's my plan. And just know I'm gonna get you where you need to be. So I just want to thank everybody for always supporting me, to my family, to my friends. Y'all literally pushed me. Y'all make me a believer in myself when I'm down, and I just really appreciate y'all.
I love it. Go ahead and give us the social media. Go ahead and give us your handles before we get out of here.
You can follow me on Instagram, Lisette Elena 17, SETTE, ELENA 17. You know me on Facebook. My last name's too long. If I got the longest last name in the search, it's me. Follow me on TikTok, Lisette Elena 17, and yeah.
Thank you so much for your time, sis. Give me love.
Thank you, Chris. I always appreciate it.
Thank you.